Hello students, welcome in our English lecture. Today we are going to learn about chapter number 5, verbs infinitives. Now before that you learn about the verb, but what is called the infinitives means what? Infinitives are the form of verb, they are coming with the 2 plus verb. Now togetherly we are going to learn in detail about these verbs and infinitives. Words that expresses an action or tell us what a person is or was, does, did or has or had are called verb. Now here they given the examples. For example, Ruskin Bond is a famous author. He has written many stories for children. He has a house in Missouri. So in this above sentence that is, has, written and has, these are the verbs. Okay, so these verbs are telling us about the subject Ruskin Bond, and he is a famous author, as well as he is telling about his action or his position, means where he is living, what he returned, for whom, that all the things we are knowing through these verbs. Now here in the first point we are going to learn about the transitive and intransitive verb, which we learned in the previous chapter in short, but now I will tell some features about the transitive and intransitive verb. A transitive verb require an object to complete its meaning, indicates an action which passes over from the door to an object. Now, here, if I read this sentence, I found the necklace. So, if I did not join their necklace, I wrote that word. So now read that sentence. I found. Are you getting that complete meaning? What you found? No, we can't understood. Means there is a need to complete the sense. So for completing that sense, we needed here the object. So like these verbs are calling transitive verb. Okay, so the action of subject I passes on this object necklace. Some transitive verbs take two objects or called the ditransitive verb. मतलब कुछ एक ऐसे जो सेंटेंस होते हैं उसमें क्या होते हैं, दो दो ऑब्जेक्ट होते हैं. सो दैट्स वाई वी आर कॉलिंग देम ditransitive verb. Okay, so one object is direct object and another object is the indirect object. जैसे इस सेंटेंस में क्या है, दो एक ही ऑब्जेक्ट है. I is the subject, found is the verb and necklace is the object. Okay, but if we saw here in this next sentence, so you will understood that in the next sentence here are two objects. He is the subject, gave is the verb, and these two are object. But these two are objects, so how to identify which is the direct object and which is the indirect object? What are the tricks for that? That we are going to learn now. Now here I will read the sentence. He gave the bag to the porter. In the second sentence, she gifted the book to me. Now if you identify the direct object, so for that there is a small hint, very short and easy hint. If we ask the question with what, means what he gave. What he gave. So what answer you are getting? You are getting that answer is the bag. Okay, so our the bag is direct object. तो इसमें the bag क्या है, direct object है. Now if you identify the indirect object, indirect object So for that you have to ask the question with whom. To whom he gave the bag? To whom he gave the bag? So that answer you will get the porter. तो हमें आंसर क्या मिलेगा? porter मिलेगा. तो ये जो porter है वो क्या हो गया? indirect object which we are writing in short I-O, and direct object we are writing in the short form D-O. Okay, so if we ask the question with what, so you are getting the direct object, and if we ask the question with to whom, so you are getting the indirect object. Now here in the next point they given that in an intransitive verb does not require any object to complete its meaning. Now before that we learn about the transitive verb. अब यहाँ पे दिया है intransitive verb. ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब में हमें एंड में किसकी ज़रूरत पड़ती है? वर्ब ऑब्जेक्ट की ज़रूरत पड़ती है. लेकिन यहाँ पे दिया हुआ जो सेंटेंस है वो कैसे है? द डॉग जम्प्ड. नाउ जम्प्ड इज द वर्ब एंड आफ्टर दैट दे डिड नॉट रिटर्न एनी ऑब्जेक्ट. लास्ट में कोई ऑब्जेक्ट है क्या? नहीं है. सो here with the verb only they can complete their meaning. The dog jumped, हमें easily उसमें से meaning समझ में आ रहा है, इसलिए यहाँ पे verb की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो जिस sentence में last में verb की ज़रूरत नहीं होती है उसे क्या कहा जाता है? intransitive verb कहा जाता है. So that jumped is a intransitive verb. Okay, so I hope students you understood that all the concept of transitive and intransitive verb. Now what is called the complement that we are going to learn now. अब complement किसे कहते हैं? So sometimes in the transitive verb we does not require an object, requires a word or group of words to make complete sense. This word or group of word is called a complement. It refers to the subject of the sentence. मतलब intransitive verb में कभी कभी क्या होता है? लता मंगेशकर sings. Okay, so in that we are getting the meaning, but sometimes we are needed some group of words, so that is called the complement. Now here they given the sentence Lata Mangeshkar sings melodiously. So melodiously is the complement. Why it is complement? So it is telling about the verb sings, how she is singing melodiously. So it is the complement for the Lata Mangeshkar's song. Then second example they given here, Subhash Chandra Bose was a freedom fighter. So in that sentence Subhash Chandra Bose is the subject. Okay, then was is the verb and freedom fighter is the complement for him. So in this sentence sings was the verb, the melodious, the words melodious and freedom fighter, they are not object but they are complement which are referring the subject in each sentence. Now here about that point they given the question A. Read the following sentences and state whether the verbs are transitive or intransitive after you underline the verbs. Now already we solved that exercise in the textbook while taking that lectures. Then also two examples I will take from now. I borrowed the book from Tina. So that borrowed is a transitive verb. Okay, so that transitive verb is borrowed because it needs a object. Then she was sketching a portrait. It is also transitive verb. Okay, so in this way you can apply these verbs in the sentences. Now in the question B, pick out the objects from the following sentences. After you identify the transitive and intransitive verbs, some sentences have two objects. State whether the objects are direct or indirect. That first one has been done for you. He returned the book to her. So in that, return is the transitive verb, direct object is the book, and indirect object is her. Now in the second sentence they given that the teacher delivered a lecture to the student. So deliver is the verb, then a lecture, what the teacher gave, a lecture. So a lecture is the direct object. Okay, and to whom she gave, to the student, so it is indirect object. Okay, so in this way you can identify these exercise. Now in the next point we are going to learn about the linking verb. Linking verb किसे कहा जाता है, that we are going to learn now. Linking verb means which do not point to an action but join the subject and the subject complement in the sentence. Means here for example they given Zoha looks pretty. So Zoha is the subject, pretty is the complement or object. So these both things are joining by the linking verb looks. So that's why it is a linking verb. Okay. Then the cookies taste delicious. So here that taste is the linking verb because it is joining the cookie as well as delicious. Now about that, verbs such as forms of to be, look, appear, grow, seem, sound, taste and so on are used as linking verb. In this question number D, they given here that underline the linking verb. So in that first sentence we will see that the sky appeared cloudy. So in that sentence appeared is the linking verb. Then muffins taste delicious. Taste is the linking verb. Then pumpkin plants grow fast. Grow is the linking verb. So these are the linking verb. Now in the next point we are going to learn about the finite and non-finite verb. Now what is called the finite verb and non-finite verb? Finite verbs that change according to the tense, time of action, number, people doing the action, singular or plural or the person, first person, second person or the third person, they are doing the action. Okay, so here we will see the example. Rita painted a picture. Rita paints a picture. Rita will paint a picture. And Rita is painting a picture. So if you observe that all the sentences, so you will notice that in each sentence that verb is changed. Here in the question number A, it is a painted, then here paints, then will paint and is painting. So which verbs are changing according to the tense, person or singular or plural, that is called the फाइनाइट वर्ब कि जो टेंस के अनुसार चेंज होता है, पर्सन के अनुसार चेंज होता है अकॉर्डिंग टू द फर्स्ट पर्सन, सेकंड पर्सन एंड थर्ड पर्सन. मोस्टली इन द थर्ड पर्सन वी आर यूजिंग दैट शी पेंट्स अ पिक्चर. अब यहाँ पे क्या होता है, थर्ड पर्सन में मेन वर्ब में यस लगाया जाता है. ओके, सो in the above sentences here you can observe that all that verbs are changing according to the tense and the subject. So that's why that is called the finite verb. Now what is called the non-finite verb? It is total opposite to the finite verb. कि जो बिल्कुल भी चेंज नहीं होता है. मीन्स फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर वी विल सी दैट एग्जाम्पल्स. शी लाइक्स बेकिंग केक्स. I like baking cakes. You like baking cakes. They like baking cakes. She liked baking cake and he likes baking cake. So if you observe that all the verbs from this example, so you can notice that at any time it does not changed. किसी भी पॉइंट पर ये क्या नहीं हुए हैं, चेंज नहीं हुए हैं. Okay, if that subject is she, you, she, I, they or he, means if subject is the singular or the subject is the plural, if that tense is changed, here they return the liked. Okay, means it is past tense. Then also at once it is not changed, that's why it is called the non-finite verb. Okay, now here we are going to learn that next point is non-finite verbs and their kinds of non-finite verb. So in the kinds of non-finite verb there are first infinitive, means 2 plus verb. Second is that gerund. Third one is that participle. Okay, so here first of all we will learn about the infinitives. What is called the infinitive? An infinitive is a non-finite verb that expresses an action. It is generally preceded by the preposition to. Sometimes it is used without to and it is called the bare infinitive. Means when that verb is coming to plus verb, so that is called the infinitive. जब वर्ब जो है वो टू लगा कर आता है उसे क्या कहा जाता है, इन्फिनेटिव कहा जाता है. और जब ये बिना टू लगाए आता है, मीन्स व्हेन इट इज कमिंग विदाउट टू, दैट इज कॉल्ड द बेयर इन्फिनेटिव. उसे क्या कहा जाता है, बेयर इन्फिनेटिव कहा जाता है. ओके, so here we will see the example. It is easy to learn Hindi. Then this is an ideal place to party. He wants to buy a new house. So in this all the sentence which are the bold letters, to learn, to party, to buy, these all are infinitives. Now here they given some another examples. I want to learn English. They want to learn English. She wants to learn English. They wanted to learn English. So in the above sentences, to learn remains unchanged, though the tense, the person, number of the subject changes. Okay, means it is a want is the finite verb in this and learn is the non-finite verb. मतलब want क्या हुआ है, हर जगह पे चेंज हुआ है. here it is a want, here it is a want, then here wants and wanted. तो यहाँ पे want क्या है, फाइनाइट वर्ब है, और जो लर्न है वो क्या है, नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब है. मीन्स मोस्टली नॉन फाइनाइट वर्ब्स आर द इन्फिनिटिव्स. Now in the question number E, here they given, read the following sentences and underline the infinitives. It is too easy. I was asked to sing. To sing is the infinitive. To play, to clean, then to study, okay, to star or to report. So these all are the infinitives. Now here we generally use the verb plus to infinitive. Now which verbs are coming with the verb plus infinitive form? So agree, forget, hope, promise, decide, fail, learn, plan, refuse, offer. With that verbs we are using the infinitive form. For example, I forgot to make a call. She hopes to win a prize. He learns to play the Casio. I agreed to guide you. So here they given the question number F about this. Fill in the blanks with appropriate infinitives form. Use the words given in the box. Okay. Akbar was very small when he began to rule the kingdom. Then second is that the magician tried to entertain the audience. Then father promised to buy the new computer on my birthday. Now we use two infinitives after the verbs like seem, appear, claim also. So the sea appears to be calm. Stranger claims to have met you earlier. She seems to have improved her skills as a singer. Now here they given the exercise about these points. Rewrite these sentences using the verbs given in the bracket. Mother is worried about Reena's health. So how it will come? Mother seems to worry about Reena's health. Then Rohan claims to be a good footballer. Vinita seems to lost her interest in sport. So in this way you can apply these infinitives in the sentences. Now here they given that these verbs are also followed by the two infinitive usually. Beg, ask, help, expect, want, would hate, would like, would prefer, would love. So in that we are using the 2 plus infinitive. For example, he begged to be forgiven. She wants to apply for leave. So the verbs given below follow the pattern verb plus object plus 2 infinitive. Then the verbs given below follow the pattern plus verb plus object plus 2 infinitive. अब ऐसे जो verb यहाँ पे दिए हुए हैं इस बॉक्स में उसमें हमेशा क्या आता है verb, object और infinitive form. For example, here they given she advised me to visit the doctor. The boatman forbade the boy to cross the flooded river. Okay. So here advised is the verb, me is the object and to visit is the infinitive. So in the second sentence also forbade is the verb, the boy is the object and to cross is the infinitive. Now here they given that complete the sentences with infinitives and the other words using words given in the brackets without alternating their meanings. So mother said I should not be careless. So how that sentence will come? Mother advised to me I should not be careless. Then I think you should consult a dentist. I wanted to you should consult a dentist. So using that verb plus object plus infinitive, that formula we can complete that sentences. Now in the next point we are going to learn about the bare infinitives. What is called the bare infinitives? Infinitives are coming with 2 plus verb. Now bare infinitives means they are not adding to before them. For example, I saw her cross the road. So in the cross there is no any to, preposition to. So that's why it is a bare infinitive. Here they return only the verb. Then the clone made us laugh. We can help him decide the date of the function. So in this way we can use the bare infinitives in the sentences. For example, you should ask for permission before you leave. Then my classmate refused to accept my gift. They seem to know the singer well. They seem to know the singer well. The doctor agreed to treat the patient at once. Can I use your laptop? Where will your friends like to have lunch? So here we use them in the sentences. Now in the next point we are going to see the chart of bare use of bare infinitives. Here they given the bare infinitives are used after some words of precipitations like feel, hear, know, find, watch, see. For example, she heard him shout with fear. She saw him leave early. Then as compliment to some expression, कभी कभी as a compliment हम क्या कर सकते हैं, infinity use करते हैं. For example, I would rather work hard than give up. Then usually after the words why not. Then for example, why not take a bus. Then often with expressions but, expect and help. He will do anything except cheat his master. Then after modals such as shall, will, should, can, might or must. She must leave now. So in this way you can use the bare infinitives. Okay, about that here they given the question number J. Fill in the blanks with infinitives. Use the verbs given in the bracket. She needs to stop for fuel or she may be stranded in her car midway. The train was about to leave. Then in the next point here they given that we often use the infinitive without to after these verb. कभी कभी क्या करते हैं, इस verb के बाद हम infinitive नहीं use करते हैं. Let me love. Let me leave or I will be late for the meeting. My tutor made me do the exercise again. Then we use dare and need with the infinitive in affirmative sentence, but we drop the to in negative sentence. For example, very few swimmers dare to cross these rivers. She needs to be looked after. So in the affirmative sentences we are using that to infinitive form. Then in the next point here they given that use of to form. How to use the to form in the sentences. For example, we can rewrite these sentences using to pattern. Question number L. Rewrite these sentences using to pattern. The girl is so excited that she cannot stop jumping and shouting. The girl is too excited to stop jumping and shouting. Means while changing that sentence into to form, so which is the same part or which is the negative part in the sentence that we are removing. Then next the dress was so expensive that she could not buy it. So the dress was too expensive that instead of that we are using to buy it, means without changing the meaning we are changing that sentence into the to form. Then my uncle was so sick that he could not attend the party. मतलब आपको क्या करना है कि जहाँ पे so यूज़ किया है वहाँ पे TOO लिखना है और जहाँ पे that लिखा हुआ है वहाँ पे TO टू लिखना है और दैट के बाद जो निगेटिव पार्ट है सेंटेंस में वो हमें ड्रॉप करना है. माई अंकल वॉज टू सिक टू अटेंड द पार्टी. So infinitives can also be used to join the pairs of sentences. जैसे हम क्या करते हैं कि इन्फिनेटिव्स को दो सेंटेंस को कंबाइन करने के लिए ज्वाइन करने के लिए भी यूज़ किया जाता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल we can take more important of two sentences as the main clause and convert the verb in the other sentence into a infinitive. They won the competition. They were excited. So how that sentence will come? They were excited to win the competition, means which is the same part in the sentence they and they. Okay, so here we removed that same subject and we join the sentence they were excited to win the competition. Then we also to enough to when we join the sentence. The toys was very big. It could not fit in the drawer. The toy was too big to fit in the drawer, means using that to form we can use the infinitives also. For example, he found his wallet. He was very happy. Okay, so how that sentence will come? He was too happy to found his wallet. Ruhani presented a ring to her mother. She was very happy. Okay, so Ruhani was too happy to presenting a ring to her mother. Now infinitives can be used टू मेक सेंटेंस कॉम्पैक्ट. मतलब अगर सेंटेंस बहुत बड़ा है तो उसे कॉम्पैक्ट बनाने के लिए भी हमें इन्फिनेटिव क्या करते हैं, मदद करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, रितेश होप्ड दैट ही वुड स्कोर गुड मार्क्स. सो रितेश होप्ड टू स्कोर गुड मार्क्स. सो हियर दे गिवन द क्वेश्चन नंबर एन. Rewrite the sentences by replacing the verbs in bold. Infinitives make other changes you required. My uncle promised that he would bring a new bag for me. My uncle promised to bring a new bag for me. My neighbor was the most reliable person who offered the help. My neighbor was most reliable person to offer the help. So in this way we can use the infinitives. Now what is the mean of anaphoric to? Anaphoric to किसे कहते हैं? Sometimes to is used without the verb. जैसे हम infinitives, bare infinitives कहते हैं कि जब to नहीं लगाते हैं तो वो bare infinitives होता है, और जब verb नहीं लगाते हैं सिर्फ to लगाते हैं तो उसे क्या कहा जाता है? anaphoric to कहा जाता है. So in such a sentences verb is omitted, only the to is used as a substitute for a full infinitive. It is called a anaphoric to because it refers to the verb mentioned earlier. For example, would you like to sing? Then would you like to drive? I would love to sing. Okay, so in the above sentences in the B and D, anaphoric to has been used while verb is omitted. Then split infinitive. When an infinitive is split into two parts by introducing an adverb between to and the verb, it is called as the split infinitives. For example, he requested her to kindly grant him leave. The children requested to the teacher to kindly allow them to play the outside. So in this way students, we can use these verbs and infinitives in the sentences. So here in the chart of remember they given the notes. You can read and remember for the better understanding. So thank you students. Happy learning.